Hello all. In week 3-4, we are expected to make a video tutorial of the site administration features for courses. So let us go on to that. So in a Moodle training for managers at the courses, we have in the Moodle training for managers at the site administration, we are now going to be preparing a video on the courses. So in the courses, there are different parts over here that we have to, different features. One is about managing the courses and categories, adding a category or a new course or restoring a course. Then you have activity choosers with the recommended activities and backups. So general backups, importing defaults and automated backup service setups. So let us see the first feature over here, which is about courses. So over here, if you have to introduce a new course, then that belongs to a category. So similar courses are put up on a particular category, and then let us attempt to prepare something so that we learn to practice this also. So if it is supposed to be a course on category first, so category can be suppose medicinal chemistry. So we can have this on top over there. You have other options of introducing it at other places also, other below or anywhere this thing in these categories. But let us introduce a new category on top, and then we can give the description as related to medicinal chemistry for undergraduates. Okay, so we create a category like that, and then once the category is done, then you can create a new course over there from here itself, or we can go back to the courses over there and create one over there. So let us create a course over here. So we can say basics of medicinal chemistry. So let us attempt one on basics of medicinal chemistry, one course with the short name of MedChem, and then we will leave the other optional to see. So the course format could be as one topic or a single topic, this thing where you have many activities, or you have a single activity format, social format, topics format, so many formats in the same one, a weekly format or advisor for course formats. So let us have one on topics format, and then we can have other details like number of sections over here. We will just now introduce about 5 sections or 6, maybe with an introduction and a certification, maybe 6, and then the hidden sections are shown in collapsible form, or you can have them in completely invisible. So let us have them in the collapsible form, and you can show the sections on one page or show one section per page. So let us have them all on one page now initially, and for the appearance we can have it in English with 5 announcements, maybe less, but then we can keep it to 5, the default settings. Show the graded book to students, grade book, and also show the activity reports. And files and uploads, we can add them later on with the limit of 512 MB. And the completion tracking Yes, we can enable that. Groups, we can have no groups initially, and we can decide later whether we want more groups or if at all we want separate groups or visible groups. And force groups, no. Then default grouping, not yet, none. And the role name renaming, we can leave it as it is. So the course creator, manager, teacher, student, non-editing teacher, guest, authenticated user and authenticated user on front page can remain as it is. We can leave the tags for now and we can save and return. So this way a new course can be started, or we can introduce a new course. So this is our medicinal chemistry is our category, and this is our course over here. Similarly over here, these are the categories over here, and for these categories we have different courses. So if you take a course, medicinal chemistry is now introduced over here. Suppose if we have something like Moodle for beginners, then we have two courses over here, Moodle for beginners for teachers and Moodle for beginners for college. So this is the way they are organized over here. Now coming back, so this is the adding a category and a new course. And now to manage the courses in categories, you can see them over here arranged on the left and right. So on the left you have the course categories and on the right you have the new course. So this is what we just saw. We can also have manage them by hiding them or by up, you can pushing them up, this thing, changing their place in the this thing, or pushing them down, or you can edit them. Actions menu over here which shows edit, create new subcategory, delete, assign roles, permissions, check permissions, cohorts, filters, etc. And you can have these over here as the users. You can see them all over here. So this is managing courses. Then coming to restoring courses. If you have your courses done earlier and you want to bring them to this over here, you can import a backup file over here by dropping it over here and restoring it. For this you need to take the permission of the site manager administrator and get it restored. So dropping that course over here and then having it restored. So that was about managing the courses. Then in the activity chooser, there are different activities which we have for our topics, and there are some topic activities, some activities which are recommended. So these are the recommended activities over here suggested. So you can have assignment, attendance, book, chat, and also H5P is suggested over here. You could have also the interactive label over here, the page. These are already marked by someone, or the SCORM package. You can have all these, or you can come out of all this. If you don't want this workshop, WordCats, Viz, IQ live classes, the SCORM package, let them be out over there, then they can be shown as missing in the recommended. So if you, I have removed those and I am introducing a forum over here. So these would be my recommended activities in the activity chooser. So you can see them all over here. Whatever is recommended will be then seen up over here in this section. So after the activity chooser, let us see the next next category, that is the backups. So you can have your backups arranged over here, managed over here by defaults. So you can have them for 1 year or by default 30 days, whichever is suitable to you. So let us keep the default settings, or we can keep this for 1 year. And you can also have the include users and anonymous information, default no, include role assignments, include activities resources, include blocks, include files. So these are all the default activities settings. You can include filters and then include comments, badges, include calendar and events, include user completion information, logs, histories are no, logs are no. These are by default. Include question bank, include group and groupings, include competencies, include content bank content. So these are all the default settings which can be seen You can have maximum courses listed for import. Maximum can be 10. We can allow admin conflict resolutions. That is also permissible. You can have general import settings where you have included activities and resources, blocks, filters, calendar activities, question bank, group activities, groupings, groups and groupings, competencies, and content bank content. So these are for the import settings. These are all default. Yes. Then you can have automated backup. It can be active. It can be by default it is disabled, and you can have the schedule for the backup on any weekday. It is set up according to the day you want to execute it on, at which hour. Then you can have the backup file area. You can save it up. You can have maximum number of backups kept. Default is 1, and then delete backups older than never is the default. Minimum number of backups kept are none by default. Use course name in backup file, no. Default. Skip hidden courses. So that is skipped over here by default. And skip courses not modified since 30 days. So if they are not modified, then they are skipped. And skip courses modified since previous backup by no, default by no. Then you also have automated backup settings, which includes users, includes assignments, resources, blocks, files, filters, comments. So you have different settings depending on the backup. Comments, batches, calendar events, completions of information, including logs, histories, etc. So these are the different features included. Bank, question bank, include group and groupings, competencies, content bank content. So these can all be included, and you can save the changes for all that you have created according to your requirements. So this was all about courses which had different categories, and we could add the courses and categories and then manage them with different backup and activity features. Thank you all for your patient listening.